Good evening, everyone. Sorry. This is your East Coast Weather Authority meteorologist, Alexander Bielfeld, and here is a look at the tropics. Here's Nadine, gonna fizzle out. Leslie still spinning out here. Um, 3 weeks Leslie's just been out here spinning and, doing her thing, dancing out there in the middle of middle Atlantic. And here's Michael right now brings a lot of heavy rain to parts of the mid-Atlantic, North Carolina, Virginia. Later tonight expects the Delmarva, Delaware, New Jersey, parts of those to get some heavy rain overnight tonight. Looking closer to the U.S. now, we're going to switch gears as we are going to be talking about cooler air that is going to infiltrate the U.S. this weekend, especially in the Northeast U.S. So once this moves out, this is the cold front that will bring a change into fall, especially for areas in the Northeast and parts of the Mid-Atlantic. But first, we do have to get through Michael, and Michael is still over the Mid-Atlantic. We do have there's a bunch of gale warnings in effect for areas from the Delmarva all the way up to Maine as Michael moves offshore, off the Delmarva, and actually re-intensifies. So that's going to cause some gale force winds, especially along the coastal areas. Watch out for the Jersey Shore, again, the Delmarva, Long Island, Nantucket. As Michael continues to move northeast, those gale force winds will be in effect. And the reason why Michael is likely to intensify is because look at this warm water, very warm water that Michael is just going to run right over, and which will allow it to re-intensify. So tropics-wise, next week we are looking to be quiet. The orange is showing sinking air. So over the next week, really nothing to talk about tropics-wise. It'll be nice and quiet. But I would not write off the tropics just yet, as this has come in from the GFS, and this is the end of October. Now remember that Sandy in 2012 originated in here, went up and curved into the U.S. at the end of October. So it is not unheard of to see a tropical cyclone form in the late October period towards the beginning of November, because we did have it before, and we saw with Sandy that it was a very destructive storm, caused a lot of damage to places that honestly rarely see hurricanes, especially of that magnitude, and just the way the path went with Sandy with the curve right into the Jersey Shore coastline. But switching gears to the colder air, look at that. Here is days 5 through 9. Cold air is on the way. Fall is on the way. Places in Texas, as Sergio actually makes a comeback into the southwest U.S., a digging trough is going to dig down. Panhandle, Texas, and Oklahoma could see actually some snow, which is really interesting, especially this time of year. So cold shots are coming in. Fall is just days away, especially for places in the east that have been in this heat for about a month and a half, anomalously warm weather. So here's a look at 2002 that we've been comparing it. So this is air temperature, not geopotential height, like I've been showing over, every time I've been doing this. So look at the 2 meter temperature. Look at that compared to that, almost identical. So it's just leading to more and more why 2002 is just a great year to use for forecasting the winter, upcoming weeks. It's just been, 2002 has just been repetitive throughout the pattern that we have been seeing. And, talking about the winter, here's our El Nino that we have expected to form, and cold water temperatures here. That's going to be great if you love snow and cold in the eastern U.S. Because that's going to allow convection to build here, suppressed air here, and that's going to keep the Madden-Julian oscillation in the colder phases for the eastern U.S., so that's going to allow some cold temperatures and a lot of snow to fall in that part of the region. That's it for now, guys. We're going to continue to keep you updated on Michael as he heads off coast, and I will see you all next week. Have a great night, guys.